The five families of New York, bloodlines of power. They ruled New York like kings, not with crowns, but with fear. The names alone sent shivers through the city. Gambino, Genovese, Lucchese, Colombo, and Bonanno. Five families, one empire, and behind it all, a system born from betrayal, blood, and business. The story begins in the ashes of the Castellamarese War. When Lucky Luciano ended that brutal mafia civil war in 1931, he didn't just stop the killing, he reinvented organized crime. Instead of one man ruling them all, he created a council, the Commission, and under it, five powerful crime families, each controlling their own territory across New York. Brooklyn, Manhattan, Queens, the Bronx. Every neighborhood had its don, its soldiers, its code. At the top sat the boss, the man everyone feared and respected. Beneath him, the underboss, the consigliere, and a network of loyal capos and soldiers who made sure the money flowed and the silence held. It wasn't just crime, it was government, a shadow government. They had rules, structure, even diplomacy. A sit-down could end a war or start one, and the five families were its parliament of power. Each family had its own personality. The Genovese family, led first by Luciano, later by Vito Genovese, became the most secretive and powerful. The Ivy League of the mob. The Gambino family, once ruled by Albert Anastasia, later by the legendary Carlo Gambino, mastered the art of quiet control, violence hidden beneath silk suits. The Lucchese family ran the unions, the trucking companies, the garment industry. If it moved in New York, they got a piece. The Colombo family was the youngest, hot-blooded and chaotic, born out of ambition and betrayal. And the Bonanno family, old school and Sicilian to the bone, became the face of loyalty until it all went wrong. Together they controlled millions. Construction, garbage, casinos, narcotics. Everything had a price, and everything passed through their hands. They bribed politicians, owned cops, and ran New York like invisible mayors. But power has a price, and the five families paid it in blood. In the 70s and 80s, FBI wiretaps began catching whispers, secret meetings, coded calls, envelopes of cash. Undercover agents infiltrated their world one by one. The bosses began to fall. In 1985, the Mafia's golden age cracked wide open when John Gotti, the flashy, dapper Don, took over the Gambino family by killing his own boss. He became a media superstar and a target. The feds called it the beginning of the end. But even behind bars, even with RICO laws tearing their empires apart, the five families never truly died. Their influence lingers in politics, unions, construction, and silence. Always silence. They became more than criminals. They became legends, the dark reflection of the American dream. Ambition, loyalty, betrayal, and the price of power paid in blood. And as long as New York has alleys, shadows, and secrets, the five families will always have ghosts walking its streets. And hey, before we continue this story of bloodlines and betrayal, you know what you gotta do. If you're still here, if your heart's racing and your jaw's on the floor, take a second to like, share, and subscribe to Time Story. Because unlike the Mafia, we don't make offers you can't refuse, just stories you'll never forget. The five families taught America that crime could be organized, that fear could be profitable, and that silence, sometimes, speaks louder than bullets. So the next time you walk through Little Italy or past an old steakhouse in Brooklyn, look around carefully. The ghosts of the five families might still be watching, and maybe, just maybe, they're still running the city. Because in New York, power never really dies.